Hello viewers, welcome to CodeForAny. E-commerce SwiftUI inside. Today need to make this here the category as well as need to brand list. Also need to creating here the filters UI need to develop here. First of all, need to see this designs inside the XD files. Look like this here the UI need to develop this here the remaining parts as well as need to make like here the brand list. Need to UI need to develop here. So here not put this here the search bars on to later put here, but we need to make like here the UI. Let's start how to write down here. First of all, we need to make this here the categories. Now we need to go here the string and we need to check here the grid. We need to develop here the grid state where category array. Need to set here the all category one by ones. Put here all woman, men, then after kids, boys, girls. Like here the category and same is now need to select for the categories category. Like here also need to put in here and where state column is equal to need to call here the grid item create here the size maximals maximums spacing set here 15 need to copy like yours minimum 100 like this we need to put at this here the columns. Now we need to draw here the scroll view. First of all we need to set here the titles of this. We need to pass here after this size. Now need to copy here is this here again, so need to copy this here these backgrounds. Set here the categories like here category. Now grid view, lazy grid view, or verticals, grid items inside to pass this here the column. Printed view, wrong these ones. Like here. And also need to set here the space. Set here 15. Again, we need to copy this here the scroll inside these buttons. We need to need here for each. Paste this here. Now need to size to replace this here the category array. Dot counts here. Category arrays, category arrays, category arrays. Like here. Set here infinity and heights to fix this here. Select category. Need to go like this here. This data need to pass here and set this here and apply here. Here not reflecting, so we need to run here the app because sometimes not working here reflecting. That's why I need to run inside the simulator. Is good. Now same as need to make this here the show like here's maybe issue here the rect size issue, copy here and paste this here, this one. And now like this you need to put it done for this UI. Set it done. And now we need to make here the brand. Need to create here the button, action labels like here's. Put this here's. Set here the frames, close this here's. Create here the v stack. And before v stacks, we need to set here the hashtag. Inside we need to put this here the v stack like here's. Now need to set here the titles. Need to copy anyone. Here's this one. And you need to cut this here horizontals and verticals given these buttons like here. Chat here the brand like here's. And another text for the subtitles. Set here the placeholder. And we need to set here the 11 regular 11 fonts. Need to put this here and we need to set it this here the text same as UI. We need to put here like so. We need to configure for this UI brands. And we need to make this here the image system names. Need to put this here the next arrow. We need to find out here inside the symbols SF symbols to find here the needed symbols. Need to next. Copy this name and to put this here for this names need to put it here and show like this buttons here. Apply here. Maybe need to give this here the more space for the brand. Like so need to put it here and set it this here. Now outside of this scroll, this portions need to make this here the another buttons. Need to developing this here the UI hashtag like yours. Need to round buttons, titles. We need to set this here the discard and on press event. Copy, paste this here. Now need to set here the apply button like here. And set here the padding bottom dot bottom insert plus. We need to set here the 15s and make sure set here the background color. Need to same like this rect. So need to put here white and shadow -1. Now wait for the reflections. Now need to go inside the jumps and we need to make this here the types of this. Set here the in round button styles. Case we need to set here the set this here the color case, and need to set here the another types. We need to set here the double quotes is good line fix here for this case like here, and we need to set this here the maybe declaration combination, sure declaration styles. Set here the state variables where type is equal to rounded button type button styles dot color. Like so need to put this here, copy here the types, and we need to set this here the background colors. If type equal to dots colors, then primary colors, otherwise need to set here color white like here. And then after we need to set as a shadow colors, then we need to set this here the color dot clear like here, and make shorts. We need to make this here the rectangles borders. We need to put here. We need to go inside here these rectangles, copy here, and we need to set here the backgrounds inside. Set here fill colors, color black, memory text, clean colors, and we need to put at this here the color dot primary text, and corner radius 25. Like so need to putting here for the stroke. If here the types is line, otherwise not put this here line, and what's color dot clears. Like so need to put this here the types inside the buttons. We need to set it here. Now we need to go inside here the filters, and we need to apply this here the discards buttons and set here the type dots. So need to set here the line, apply here, and make sure so need to setting this here the padding h 15s, and verticals also need to set here the 15s for this UI. Like so need to put it this here the UI are the making here, and check here the again loading the screens, and we need to check this here the UI. If working good, then I need to move this here the brand list screens. So need to opening here the write down here the codes. Also need to make this here the mistake. We need to fonts colors need to not change for these types of the line. We need to go inside here the definitions, and to text colors also need to change this here. So need to given this here the primary text. Now again so need to line up codes. We need to copy here, and we need to paste this here the like here's apply here, and again we need to go this filter screens, and we need to check here. Now waiting for here loadings and this working goods and showing like this here the similar to designs. We need to put it like this here the UI scroll view, as well as need to set this here the filter screens now to done here. Now need to make here the brand list selections. UI need to develop here, create here the new files, inside here the new files from the template, select here for these options, and then after need to select this here the SwiftUI view, and we need to put this here the name here the multiple selections, multiple selection screen dot create here for inside here. And when you copy this here the filter screens, first of all, so need to copy anyone's this data with this bg, and now need to go inside here the multiple selections, replace with here this data. We need to remove here's unused code. Set here the brands max labs yours like this. We need to put it here, as well as need to set this here the scroll view. Inside we need to remove this here the sliders code, as well as this here's horizontals we stack like here's. Apply here's discard buttons need to also show here's and look like this here the setting here's. And now need to declare here the variables, set here the state where value array, instead of to give this here the all value idiots. And we need to put this here the all brands like this, set it here for the UI. Now this array need to put here, as well as need to set here the where select array, set here like this blank, copy here for this value array, and we need to replace with this here. Not fill colors, we need to set here the row round track not needs to clean here, and remove here the select area. Flags need to put sears for this UI, reflecting these sears. Scroll view. Category is not found in scope. Maybe one brackets are missing. GetX we stack. Set here the string like here. and select this here the UI. Now make here the UI. Need to creating here the row. We need to create here the hashtag like yours. Set here the titles as well as need to put this here the is selected colors need to remove here no needs is select like this shortcut names. So need to put this here. Now need to set here the text of this here the UI. Copy here and we need to paste this here like here and foreground colors if here the select is select and primary color primary app colors and set here the custom font. Need to check here the font extensions inside. Use this here the custom font. Sixteens. Value of this years like here's now need to set here the max left and make sure this frame height need to set here the 50. Frame max width infinity alignment is equal to need to set this here the leading. Not horizontals. We need to set here the verticals. Remove here this one and show like this here this brand list. We need to get here for this UI. Remove here this one. No, it's this code. Clean here. Show like here. Now need to make here the image system. If here the select and resizables scale to fit and frame width need to set this here to 25 as well as 25 like here. Now need to find out here the system image inside the set here select unselect then to set this here the square and make sure foreground color foreground styles maybe need to cut here and we need to put this outsides Now display goods, and I need to set here the selection icon as a check. Check mark square, so I need to put this here for this UI, and check here's like this applying here's for this data need to show here's. Now this UI are need to done here, need to back screen, so need to look like this here, the showing here. If you like this video, please give the thumbs up. If you're new user, so please subscribe my channels and press the notification bell icon. You can get every new video notifications and awesome content. If you have any question, so please write down inside the comment sections. I will help you and sort out your issue. Everyone have a nice day. Goodbye and take care.